Welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to multiply polynomials. Okay. So take for example, you have a polynomial 5x times 2x plus 4. And the goal is, so basically you have the 5x outside and you're trying to use the 5x to multiply it with the 2x and the 4. So what you want to do is you want to take that 5x and you want to multiply it with the 2x first. So when you do that, you multiply the coefficients. So 5 times 2 gives you 10. And then x times x gives you x squared. Okay. And then you do the same thing with 4. So if you multiply the 5x with the 4, notice carefully, you're also multiplying the signs. Okay. So since there's no sign to the left of the 5, that just means it's a positive. Okay. So since we're talking about positive signs, so let's talk a little bit about signs. So if you have a positive sign and you multiply it with another term that's positive, so let me actually put numbers out here, or let's put A's and B's. So let's say you have positive A and you multiplying that with a positive B. Well, then the positive signs, positive times positive, gives you a net of positive, and A times B is AB, okay? But if you had a positive A and that's multiplied with a negative B, then the positive and the negative, when you multiply them, gives you a net of negative, and then the A and the B give you AB. Now, if it was a negative A and a positive B, you'd get the same result. So it doesn't matter what the sequence of the signs are, as long as if you have a positive and a negative sign, it doesn't matter which sequence they are, and then the net is always a negative. Now, if you had a negative A and a negative B, now the negatives actually cancel each other out, so the net is positive, and the A and B give you the AB. So if you want to kind of sum this up, basically what you have is, if you have the same sign, if you're multiplying terms with the same sign, the net is always positive. But if you're multiplying terms with the opposite sign, the answer is always negative. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So let's come back here. So 5x times positive 4, so 5 times 4 is 20, and of course both are positive, so positive 20x. And that's how that one goes. Let's take a look at another problem which requires a little different method. X plus 6 is one set, and then x minus 3 is the other. So basically what you have out here is you have this term multiplied with this term, okay? And when you do this, I like to show students a method called the monkey method, okay? Where you imagine that you're drawing the face of a monkey. So we're going to start with the left eye, or left eyebrow, whatever you want to call it. So x times x gives you x squared. Then the right, we could probably do the right eyebrow after that. So that's what? Positive 6 times negative 3, which gives you negative 18. Okay. Then the mouth. Okay, I'm going to shift this down slightly. Then the mouth, which gives me what? Positive 6 times positive x gives me positive 6x. And then the chin, which is x times negative 3 is negative 3x. Okay, now how does this become a monkey? If you just look at this, you'll very clearly, or I hope it makes sense. You have the left eye of the monkey, the right eye of the monkey, the mouth, and then the chin, and then these are the 2 ears. Okay, so try to make that. Hopefully it sticks. Anyway, so now let's go ahead and combine like terms. So you have the 6x and the negative 3x that need to be combined. So then that becomes x squared minus 18 plus 3x. And then the last thing is you want to rearrange the terms. You want to go from highest power to lowest power. So x squared plus 3x minus 18. And that's the answer. All right, hopefully that made sense. Let's do another one. 3k minus 6. Go ahead and try this one by yourself. Pause the video, and then you can watch the solution. All right, again, monkey method, left eye. 3 times 2 is 6, k times k is k square. Right eye, oh, wrong color. Right eye, so that's negative 6 times positive 1 is negative 6. Again, I need to shift this to create more space. Mouth, negative 6 times 2 is negative 12k. And then chin, which is 3 times 1 is 3k. There you go. Let's combine like terms. Minus 9k, and then let's rearrange 6 from highest power to lowest power. There you go. Hopefully that made sense. Okay, so let's do another one. Now this one's a little different. So you have a plus 4 and the whole thing is squared. Okay, so there are a couple of ways to look at this. You can treat this as, since the whole thing is squared, you can just break up the square. So you can say, well, that's a plus 4 times a plus 4. And then you can use the monkey method. So let's just go ahead and try that one first. Feel free to pause the video and try it. All right, so so there's my monkey, right? So I'll just go ahead and finish the face off, and then let's write out what we get from that. A squared plus 4a plus 4a plus 16 equal to a squared plus 8a plus 16. All right. So now another way to look at this is if you had this kind of, there's a formula for this. It's a plus b square. Okay, it's the sum of it's a special formula. Special square. Okay, and the special square is if you have any two terms added together and the whole thing is squared, then you can apply a formula which basically looks like this. You square the first, then you take 2 and you multiply it with the first term and then the second term, and then you add the square of the last term. So see if you apply that same formula to this one starts looking like this. Square the first plus 2 times the first term times the last term, and then you square the last term, which is 16. Simplify that, you get a squared plus 8a plus 16. See how that matches what we got out here the usual way. So you could have, if you recognize this expression, or basically recognize the formula, then you can just go ahead and apply the formula directly. Okay, so now just like the a plus b square, you also have another special square, which is a minus b square. Okay, and the a minus b square, the formula for that is you square the first term, you subtract 2 times the first times the second, and then you add the square of the last term. Okay, so let's see if we can apply this formula to the next problem. r minus 2 square. Go ahead and try it first, and then I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so hopefully you tried it and you got it right. Let's just walk through the steps. So square the first term, and then you subtract 2 times the first term times the last term, and then add the square of the last term, which is 4. So r squared minus 4r plus 4. Okay, now if you can double check this to see that the formula actually works. So let's go ahead and verify this. I'll do it in red out here. So r minus 2 times r minus 2. Apply my monkey method to this. This time I'll make the monkey blue. Left eye, right eye, mouth, chin. All right, so then that's equal to r squared minus 2r plus 4. Combining like terms, r squared minus 4r plus 4. See? Matches this. Okay? It's always good while you can do things the long way, it's always good to sometimes know these handy special square formulas, okay? They just come in handy a lot of times in math, okay? So let me just go ahead and highlight this formula. So that's the first one, and then that's the second one. And since we're talking about special square formulas, let's talk about another one called the difference of squares, okay? So let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and put it out here. So the difference of squares is if you have, so there are two ways to look at it, but I'll just show you this format. A square minus b square. So if you have two terms and you have the difference of them, that is equal to a plus b times a minus b, okay? And you can go reverse, which means if something like this is given to you, you can immediately go ahead and extrapolate that that's the answer. So let's go ahead and apply that to the next problem. As you can see, you have 2z plus 7 times 2z minus 7, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and give you a minute to see if you can do it, and then we'll crack it for you. All right, so we can go ahead and use that formula that I just showed you. So it's basically the first term squared minus the second term squared. So that is going to be equal to 4z squared minus 7 times 7 is 49. That should be the answer. So you can write it in one step. Now, you don't have to do that. Again, it comes very handy and it saves a ton of time. So I'm just going to copy this out here. I'm going to do it using the monkey method and see if we get the same answer, okay? So the monkey method, just again, do the monkey in red, left eye, right eye, chin, mouth, chin. Okay, so that's going to be 2, so that's 4z squared plus 14z minus 14z minus 49. As you can see, the 14z's cancel out because one's positive, the other's negative. So then that leaves you with 4z squared minus 49. That's the same exact answer that you got from the formula. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope all of this makes sense. We will talk to you or do some more fun math in the next video.